There aren't many automobiles on the road that can be mistaken for a Lamborghini. The brand is readily recognizable. Whether it is the sound of a V12 engine's exhaust or the exterior's low, wide, and sculpted appearance, you can tell a Lamborghini the instant you see it. These are undoubtedly some of the reasons why we admire them, but there are many more. Ferruccio Lamborghini set out to create these cars that were unlike anything else before them. However, few people are aware of Ferruccio's real story. Don't worry, we'll tell you all about him in this video. Stay with us till the end of the video to know how a prisoner invented Lamborghini. Early life. Ferruccio Elio Arturo Lamborghini was born on April 28, 1916 under the Taurus zodiac sign. That went on to the reason behind the Lamborghini's emblem. Ferruccio's parents were farmers, but he quickly realized he wanted to pursue a career in mechanics. Out of curiosity, he began working on his father's tractor and was then able to attend a technical school in Bologna, where he graduated with an engineering degree. World War II. Then there was the war. During World War II, he was recruited into the Italian Air Force and was stationed on the Greek island of Rhodes, where he worked in the transport sector. When the forces surrendered in 1944, Ferruccio was taken prisoner by the British military, who put him to work in their automotive department, where he gained direct experience of keeping cars on the road despite inadequate parts supply. After his release from British captivity as a prisoner of war in 1946, Ferruccio Lamborghini founded a business near his hometown where he repaired vehicles and tractors. The start of a new age. After World War II, Italy faced a severe shortage of agricultural machinery. He put himself into this new market with his newly created Lamborghini Trattori SPA company. The company was founded in 1949 with a lot of desire, willpower, and energy to build self-developed tractors with 2-, 3-, and 4-cylinder diesel engines. These were modular structures with a variety of interchangeable parts. In 1959, a direct injection engine was added to the mix. Lamborghini Trattori SPA later moved to a new plant, where it produced 400 vehicles per month, making it one of Italy's largest agricultural machinery producers in the late 1960s. Lamborghini attempted to achieve a dream of his by manufacturing helicopters with the income from his businesses. However, the government refused to give him permission to proceed with the project. Marriage. Ferruccio married Clelia Monti at a young age, and their son Antonio Lamborghini, also known as Tonino, was born in 1947. Unfortunately, Clelia died while giving birth. Ferruccio then remarried to Anita Borgatti, but his second marriage did not last either, and Ferruccio divorced her and married for the third time with Maria Teresa Kane. Ferruccio had a daughter with her. Tonino, his son, moved to Japan and opened a few stores selling Lamborghini-branded designer clothing. Lamborghini liked having delicious food, fine wine, and fast automobiles to celebrate his achievements and the good things in life. He had already developed an open sports vehicle based on a modified Fiat Topolino in 1948 and raced it in the Mille Miglia road event, which was popular in Italy at the time. After around 600 miles, though, Ferruccio slammed his car into the side of a restaurant, bringing the race to a close. After the race, he said that he would create a sports car that was far superior to those already available. Business booming. He became quite wealthy as a result of his tractor business, so he opened a factory to manufacture air conditioning and central heating equipment. Ferruccio Lamborghini became one of the wealthiest men in Italy as a result of these additional businesses. His passion for fast automobiles kept on increasing as he owned a Mercedes SL300, a Jaguar, and a Ferrari, among other exotic cars. However, his own Ferrari had clutch troubles, and Ferruccio, being the hands-on kind he was, went to Enzo Ferrari to complain about it. Enzo declined to meet Lamborghini, but that didn't stop Ferruccio Lamborghini. He saw that the clutch on this Ferrari was identical to the one installed in Lamborghini tractors, so he drove the Ferrari to the Cento factory and had a Borg & Beck clutch installed directly from the parts list of one of his own tractor models, and the problem instantly disappeared. Ferruccio Lamborghini noticed that his tractor and oil burner business were doing well, generating him money without requiring him to keep a close track on the factory, so he felt it was time to start something new, and Gran Turismo automobiles seemed like a suitable fit. Ferruccio Lamborghini was 46 years old when he founded Lamborghini in 1962, and rose his status after the company's success to become one of Italy's wealthiest businessmen. Despite this, the stocky, energetic man kept both feet firmly planted on the earth. His intelligence and true, cheery personality were admired by his fellows and employees, and he was a well-known person in Italy. A dream realized. Ferruccio was inspired to build his own GT cars after being dissatisfied with his prior sports cars, particularly his Ferrari 250 GT. Ferruccio Lamborghini founded his own automobile firm, Automobili Ferruccio Lamborghini SPA, in Sant'Agata Bolognese in May 1963. The setting was carefully chosen in a little town between Modena and Bologna. The ultra-modern business in beautiful meadowland, with a 50,000 square meter footprint, had plenty of room to grow and was close to the tractor and heating factory. It was carefully chosen since it was located in the heart of the Terra di Motore, or engine country, and was already home to the Ferrari, Maserati, and Ducati plants. Because of the knowledge he had gathered with his prior businesses, he was able to set up the best facilities for his needs and construct a huge and ultra-modern factory. The massive and well-lit center building was adjacent to the office building, allowing management to keep an eye on the production situation at all times. This was great for Lamborghini, who would frequently roll up his sleeves and go to work on the cars himself when he noticed something wasn't quite right. At the Turin Motor Show, Ferruccio officially launched his company Automobili Ferruccio Lamborghini, exhibiting a mind-blowing vehicle, the 350 GTV, which was quickly called a true 12-cylinder masterpiece. In the next year, 1964, the 350 GT was followed by the 400 GT, which was limited to only 120 units. Lamborghini's fascinating excitement inspired his mechanics and engineers to create cutting-edge sports cars like the Miura, Islero, Espada, and Jarama. These cars were able to astonish everyone with each release. These amazing cars were superior to other sports cars since they didn't use anyone else's parts, and the Countach was termed as the most written-about car in history. Despite the fact that production and staff numbers increased over time, Ferruccio Lamborghini remained a key and important figure within the company. He was the one who initiated the now famous habit of naming vehicles after fighting bull breeds, gallant, strong, and intimidating just like his cars. Lamborghini Retires. The triumph of the 1960s was followed by the 1970s crisis, which was precipitated by a sluggish economy, strikes, and more controls in the U.S. market. In 1972, a large tractor transaction with the Bolivian government fell through at the last minute, making Ferruccio Lamborghini sell off 51% of his motorcar company to Swiss national Georges-Henri Rossetti in order to finance his agricultural machinery company. He sold the remaining 49% to René Liamet, a Rossetti colleague, a year later. Around the same time, he lost faith in the tractor industry and sold it to a rival Italian company. It is being managed by the same group under the previous brand name to this day. Lamborghini retained only the heating division as well as a newly formed subsidiary called Oleodinamica, which manufactured hydraulic valves. Tonino, his son, was named as the company's manager. Life after retirement. Ferruccio Lamborghini, who had always felt most at ease when he rolled up his sleeves, went back to his roots. In 1972, the patriarch moved back to La Fiorita, a 32-hectare farm. He established a modest private museum in Panacarola, near the Trasimeno Lake, and lived the life of a successful winemaker. He planted Sangiovese, Gamay, Ciliegiolo, Merlot, and Cabernet Sauvignon grapes to bottle traditional wines. His crimson wine was named Colli di Trasimeno when it first hit the market. It was promptly given the nickname Sangue di Miura, or Miura blood. Lamborghini's wines won numerous prizes and were liked by all. Ferruccio's huge estate, La Fiorita, near Lake Trasimeno, now boasts a cutting-edge winemaking plant capable of producing over 800,000 bottles of wine each year. Due to their great quality, they are still well established in the international high-end segment. Both the vineyard and the golf course were open to tourists by appointment only, and the estate also featured a small private museum of Lamborghini cars Ferruccio owned at the time. Ferruccio's favorite Lamborghini model, the Miura, is also available in this private car museum. Ferruccio Lamborghini died at the age of 76 in his estate in 1993. The Lamborghini Centenario launched on the 100th anniversary of his birth, paying tribute to the company's founder's vision, bravery, and unique personality. In the early 1990s, when Chrysler purchased Automobili Lamborghini SPA, the Countach was replaced with a contemporary Diablo, a car Ferruccio was still associated with at the time. It would prove to be his last encounter with a raging bull vehicle. Tonino Lamborghini devised a memorial to his father a few years later, contacting Imola architect Diversi to develop a kind of arch to store just about everything Ferruccio Lamborghini ever accomplished during his life. The museum. Today, the much larger Museo Ferruccio Lamborghini, in Funo di Argoletto, houses a wide collection of Ferruccio Lamborghini's main achievements, including a large number of tractors, and some of the most spectacular cars ever built in Sant'Agata. The museum was built on the premises of Lamborghini Calor in Dosso di Ferrara and was opened to the public on May 13, 1995. The Centro Polifunzionale Ferruccio Lamborghini was the name given to this project, and it was a huge success from the moment it opened its doors to the public. The museum is one of the top most visited spots in Italy. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the amazing upcoming videos we have in store for you.